Do you ever feel like you're stuck in a never-ending loop, endlessly walking the same paths day after day? Your dreams, your ambitions, they seem distant, buried beneath the weight of constant pressure, chaos, and forces that feel beyond your control. But here's the thing, as we step into 2025, it's the perfect moment to pause, reflect, and ask yourself a crucial question. How can you break free from this cycle and reclaim your life? This is your opportunity. Today, we're going to dive into a journey of transformation. I'm going to share with you some powerful insights drawn from ancient wisdom that have the potential to unlock doors to success, inner peace, and the kind of life you've always wanted. By the end of this video, you'll not only gain clarity on how to rise above life's challenges, but you'll also discover how to embrace change with confidence and grace. So, take a deep breath, stay with me until the very end, because this could very well be the year when everything begins to shift for you. You're not just watching a video, you're taking the first step toward the transformation you've been seeking. 1. Take charge of your life. In Buddhism, one of the most fundamental teachings revolves around the concept of personal responsibility. It's a powerful truth that, when fully understood, can become the key to unlocking a life of peace, growth, and fulfillment. The core idea is that we are responsible for our own actions, thoughts, and emotions. This teaching encourages us to recognize that we are not passive observers in our lives, but active participants. When we feel like life is controlling us, it's easy to fall into the trap of blaming others, external circumstances, or past events. Perhaps you felt overwhelmed, caught in a cycle of frustration, or uncertain about the direction your life is heading. These emotions and experiences are natural, but Buddhism offers us a different way to look at them. Rather than pointing fingers, the practice teaches us to look inward and ask, how am I responding to these challenges? How am I allowing these experiences to shape me? The first step in transforming your life, according to Buddhist wisdom, is to take full responsibility for your present situation. This doesn't mean blaming yourself or feeling guilty about where you are. Rather, it's about recognizing that you have the power to choose how you respond to your circumstances. By acknowledging this responsibility, you give yourself the freedom to take control and shape your future. Let's pause for a moment and reflect on where you are right now. Take a deep breath and, without judgment, simply observe your life as it stands. This could be in terms of your relationships, your career, your health, or your overall sense of well-being. Do not judge yourself for where you are. Instead, simply acknowledge your current reality. Understand that it's okay to be at any stage in your journey. Life is not a race, it's a process, and you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. When you fully accept your present circumstances, you open the door to transformation. The act of acceptance isn't passive, it's an empowering choice. By accepting where you are without judgment, you free yourself from the burden of guilt or regret. You stop blaming external factors for your situation and start seeing your present as a stepping stone to where you want to be. This shift in mindset is what allows you to move forward with clarity and purpose. Taking responsibility for your life means that you stop waiting for things to change on their own. It's about stepping into the driver's seat of your own journey, actively steering your life in the direction you want it to go. Every choice you make, no matter how small it seems, has the potential to shape your future. Whether it's a decision about how you spend your time, how you treat yourself or others, or how you approach challenges, each choice contributes to the person you are becoming. This is an important realization. You are not defined by your past. You are not the sum of your mistakes, regrets, or the limitations you may have placed on yourself. Your past does not dictate your future unless you allow it to. The beauty of taking responsibility for your actions is that you can choose to create a new path at any moment. One of the most profound aspects of this teaching is how it helps you move from a passive role to an active one. When you no longer see yourself as a victim of circumstances, you begin to take ownership of your life. You start asking, what do I want to create? What kind of person do I want to become? These questions mark the beginning of a new chapter in your life, one where you are in control, guided by your values and aspirations, rather than by the whims of external forces. The act of taking responsibility also cultivates a deeper sense of self-awareness. As you reflect on your actions, thoughts, and emotions, you become more attuned to the patterns that shape your life. This self-awareness is not just about recognizing where you've gone wrong, it's about understanding your strengths, your desires, and your potential. It's about embracing the fact that you are an evolving being, capable of growth and change. When you begin to take charge of your life in this way, you'll notice a profound shift in how you approach challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as insurmountable, you'll start viewing them as opportunities for growth. Each challenge is no longer something that happens to you. It becomes something you can navigate with wisdom and resilience. This shift in perspective allows you to move forward with confidence, knowing that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Taking responsibility for your life also means that you no longer wait for external circumstances to align perfectly before making a change. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that we need the right time, the right conditions, or the right circumstances to begin our transformation. But in truth, the best time to start is always now. You don't need everything to be perfect. What you need is the willingness to take that first step, however small it may be. Even the smallest actions, when taken consistently, can lead to major transformations over time. Perhaps it's committing to a daily meditation practice or dedicating time each day to a personal goal. Maybe it's making healthier choices in your daily routine or choosing to show more kindness to others. These actions may seem insignificant at first, but over time they accumulate, creating a ripple effect in your life. This is the beauty of making small, consistent changes. They build momentum, and eventually they lead to profound transformation. When you take responsibility for your life, you stop waiting for things to happen. You stop waiting for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, or someone else to make things better. Instead, you start making things happen. This is an incredibly empowering realization. When you accept that you have the ability to shape your reality, the world opens up to you in ways you never imagined. You are the creator of your own life. Every decision you make contributes to the reality you are building. And while the road to transformation may not always be easy, it is always within your power to change your course. When you take responsibility for your actions, thoughts, and emotions, you are actively participating in the creation of the life you desire. This brings us to one of the most profound teachings in Buddhism, the understanding that you are the architect of your own destiny. It's not just about acknowledging your power, it's about using that power consciously and deliberately. You are not a passive observer of your life, waiting for the universe to deliver your desires to you. You are an active participant in the process of creation. This realization brings with it a sense of deep responsibility, but also incredible freedom. When you realize that you have the power to shape your life, you begin to live with intention. You no longer react to life's circumstances, but instead you respond from a place of wisdom and clarity. Each decision you make is aligned with your values, your aspirations, and your higher self. This is what it means to live authentically, to design a life that is true to who you are, not based on the expectations of others or the pressures of society. Taking responsibility for your life doesn't mean that everything will always be smooth sailing. Life is full of ups and downs, and challenges will inevitably arise. But when you take full ownership of your life, you'll find that you're better equipped to handle whatever comes your way. You'll no longer feel like a victim of circumstances, but rather a creator of your own destiny. In conclusion, the journey of transformation begins with taking responsibility for your life. By accepting where you are right now and recognizing that you have the power to change, you open the door to a world of possibilities. Each decision you make, no matter how small, shapes the future you're building. And when you live with the awareness that your life is in your hands, you begin to create a reality that reflects your truest self, a life of meaning, fulfillment, and purpose. So, take a moment today to reflect on your own life. Are you ready to step into the role of creator, to take full responsibility for your journey? Remember, the choices you make today will shape the life you live tomorrow. The power is yours, now and always. 2. Write down your goals. In Buddhism, clarity and intention are fundamental principles that guide us toward living a meaningful and balanced life. These teachings emphasize the importance of mindful awareness and purposeful action in all areas of life. One of the most powerful ways to channel this clarity and intention into transformation is by setting clear and well-defined goals. As simple as it may sound, setting goals is an incredibly transformative practice that can create profound changes in your life. Writing down your goals is not just about jotting down a list of things you want to accomplish. It is a sacred act of externalizing your thoughts and dreams, bringing your inner vision into tangible form. By writing your goals, you are taking something intangible, your aspirations, and making them real. This simple yet profound act helps you turn your dreams from mere ideas into a roadmap for your future. In doing so, you create a clear sense of direction and focus that will guide your actions as you move forward. It becomes more than just a list. It is a manifestation of your intention, your vision, and your deeper desires. When you write down your goals, you create a powerful anchor for your mind and soul. As human beings, we often get distracted by the busyness of life, tasks, responsibilities, and external pressures that pull our attention away from our true desires. The act of writing your goals serves as a grounding force, helping you remember what truly matters. It brings you back to your core purpose, reminding you of the dreams you want to pursue and the path you wish to follow. With each word you write, you reinforce your commitment to these dreams, reaffirming your intention to stay on track and make progress toward them. Buddhism teaches that we should approach life with mindfulness and awareness, cultivating a clear and focused mind. When you set goals and write them down, you are engaging in an act of mindfulness, bringing clarity to your thoughts and actions. You are not just going through the motions of life, but consciously choosing where to direct your energy and attention. Each goal you set becomes an intentional step toward growth, allowing you to channel your energy toward what is truly important to you. The process of writing down your goals also allows you to break them down into smaller, more manageable steps. When we think of our big dreams or life goals, they can sometimes feel overwhelming, like an impossible mountain to climb. However, when you put pen to paper, you can begin to break those larger goals into smaller, achievable actions. For instance, if your goal is to start a new business, writing it down will allow you to break it into smaller tasks. Researching your market, creating a business plan, networking with potential clients, and so on. Each of these steps becomes a small victory along the way, helping you build momentum and stay motivated. Buddhism teaches us that consistent small actions lead to profound results. The key is not in taking grand, sweeping actions, but rather in making steady progress through incremental steps. In the Buddhist tradition, this is often referred to as the power of Kaizen, the philosophy of continuous improvement. By focusing on small, manageable actions, you can make steady progress toward your goals without feeling overwhelmed or discouraged. Writing your goals allows you to create a clear pathway forward, breaking down each task into something achievable and measurable. In addition to helping you break down your goals into manageable steps, writing them down also allows you to track your progress. It serves as a reminder of how far you've come and what still needs to be done. We often get so caught up in the day-to-day demands of life that we forget to celebrate our progress. But by revisiting your written goals regularly, you can take a step back and see how much you've accomplished. Each time you tick off a completed task, you are reminded of the momentum you've built, which fuels your motivation to keep moving forward. Of course, it's important to remember that the journey toward your goals will not always be linear. There will be setbacks, obstacles, and unexpected challenges along the way. However, the act of writing your goals provides you with the flexibility to adjust your plans as needed. Just as the Buddha taught us the importance of adaptability in our practice, you too can adapt and evolve your goals as circumstances change. Life is unpredictable, but by regularly revisiting your goals, you can make adjustments and stay focused on the bigger picture without losing sight of your ultimate vision. Writing your goals also helps you connect with your deeper values and desires. When you sit down to reflect on what you truly want in life, you are forced to confront your innermost thoughts and feelings. What is important to you? What kind of life do you want to lead? What legacy do you want to leave behind? These are deep, existential questions that can guide the goal-setting process. By reflecting on your values and aligning your goals with them, you ensure that your actions are in harmony with your true self. This alignment between your goals and your values creates a sense of fulfillment and purpose as you move closer to living a life that reflects who you truly are. When your goals are rooted in your values, you are more likely to stay committed to them. You will feel a deep sense of intrinsic motivation that comes from within, rather than relying solely on external rewards or validation. In Buddhism, this inner motivation is often referred to as Dhamma, the truth or law that guides us. When we align our actions with our values, we tap into the energy of Dhamma, which fuels our progress and helps us stay on track even during difficult times. As we move into 2025, it's an ideal time to make goal setting a habit in your life. By writing down your goals regularly, you create a tangible expression of your dreams, turning them from fleeting thoughts into real, actionable plans. This practice will not only help you stay focused and motivated, but it will also encourage you to evolve and grow with each passing day. The simple act of writing down your goals can become a ritual of self-reflection, grounding you in the present moment while keeping you connected to your greater vision for the future. It's important to remember that the process of setting goals is not just about achieving external success. It's also about personal growth, self-discovery, and alignment with your deeper purpose. As you pursue your goals, you will inevitably encounter challenges and obstacles that will test your resilience and determination. However, by staying true to your intentions and regularly revisiting your goals, you can navigate these challenges with a sense of clarity and inner peace. In conclusion, setting clear goals is one of the most powerful tools for personal transformation. By writing down your goals, you externalize your dreams and create a roadmap to guide your actions. This simple practice helps you break down your larger aspirations into smaller, achievable steps, allowing you to make steady progress toward your vision. Revisit your goals regularly to track your progress and make adjustments as needed, staying focused on the bigger picture. Most importantly, by aligning your goals with your values and deeper purpose, You ensure that your actions are meaningful and fulfilling. As you move into 2025, make it a habit to write down your goals and revisit them often. This practice will not only help you stay on track, but will also encourage you to continually evolve toward the person you want to become. The power to transform your life lies within you, and setting clear, intentional goals is one of the most effective ways to harness that power. So, take the first step today. Put your goals on paper and begin your journey toward the life you've always dreamed of. 3. Build unbreakable discipline. Discipline is often regarded as the backbone of transformation. It is a key factor not only in Buddhism, but also in personal development and growth. In Buddhism, discipline is not merely about following rigid rules or adhering to strict routines. It's about cultivating a deep sense of self-control, consistency, and dedication in everything we do. Without discipline, even the best of intentions and most lofty goals can quickly fade away, lost in the noise of daily life and distractions. Discipline is the bridge between where we are now and where we want to be. It helps us move from intention to action and keeps us on the path to our ultimate goals. In Buddhist teachings, the practice of discipline is essential for leading a meaningful and purposeful life. The Buddha himself demonstrated the power of disciplined practice through his dedication to meditation, mindfulness, and the Eightfold Path. It was his commitment to these principles that ultimately led him to enlightenment. In a similar way, we too must commit to cultivating discipline in our own lives if we hope to achieve personal transformation. Discipline isn't something that just happens overnight. It's not a one-time event or grand gesture. Rather, it's a daily practice, something that requires attention and effort each and every day. It involves creating habits that support your personal growth and spiritual evolution, even when motivation wanes. In fact, it is when motivation fades that discipline truly proves its worth. Motivation can be fleeting, often depending on external circumstances or our emotional state. But discipline, true discipline, is built on consistency. It's about showing up for yourself, regardless of how you feel, and committing to your practices, whether they are meditation, exercise, learning, or pursuing your personal goals. Building unbreakable discipline starts with small, manageable steps. In the Buddhist tradition, this is often referred to as gradual training or krama. The path to enlightenment is not about achieving something extraordinary in a single moment, but about consistent, incremental progress. This is a principle that can be applied to any area of life. When it comes to building discipline, start small and gradually increase your commitment over time. This allows you to build momentum without overwhelming yourself. The idea is not to take on too much at once, but to focus on what you can realistically commit to in the present moment. A great way to start is by setting clear, achievable goals for yourself each day. These goals don't have to be grand or difficult to achieve. They simply need to be meaningful and actionable. For instance, you could commit to meditating for 10 minutes every morning, dedicating a specific time each day to reading or working on a personal project for a set amount of time. These small acts, though seemingly simple, are powerful in their ability to build discipline over time. The key is consistency. If you can commit to small daily actions, you will begin to see real progress, and your discipline will grow stronger. The practice of consistency is central to Buddhist teachings. The Buddha often spoke about the importance of right effort and perseverance in our spiritual practice. It's not about performing a single act of great devotion or achieving enlightenment in a flash. It's about continuously walking the path, one step at a time. Just as the path to enlightenment requires daily practice, so too does the cultivation of discipline in your life. It is a gradual process, one that grows stronger the more consistently you engage in it. In Buddhism, patience is regarded as a virtue. The Buddha taught that transformation doesn't happen immediately, but rather through sustained effort over time. The same holds true when it comes to building discipline. Discipline is not something you either have or don't have. It's a muscle that you can strengthen with regular practice. If you find that you slip up or fail to meet your goals, this is not a reason to give up or beat yourself up. Instead, it is an opportunity to practice patience and self-compassion. Self-compassion is a key aspect of Buddhist teachings. The Buddha emphasized the importance of showing kindness, both to others and to ourselves. This is especially important when we are trying to cultivate discipline. When we fail or encounter setbacks, it's easy to fall into self-criticism or feelings of inadequacy. However, the Buddha teaches us to treat ourselves with the same kindness and patience that we would offer to a dear friend. If you slip up in your discipline practice, don't judge yourself harshly. Acknowledge the mistake, learn from it, and simply begin again. This is the nature of the journey. Discipline is not a destination, but a continual process of growth and evolution. One of the most important lessons from Buddhism is that change takes time. Just as the Buddha spent years meditating under the Bodhi tree before achieving enlightenment, we too must be patient with ourselves as we work toward our goals. Building discipline is not an overnight endeavor. It is a gradual process that requires persistence and dedication. Over time, these small, consistent efforts will lead to lasting transformation. Another key element of building unbreakable discipline is understanding the role of intention. In Buddhism, intention is everything. The intention behind our actions is what shapes the quality of those actions and ultimately determines their outcomes. When we set goals or commit to a practice, it's important to examine our intentions. Are we doing this out of obligation, or are we motivated by a deeper sense of purpose? True discipline comes from aligning your actions with your values and purpose, and it is through this alignment that your efforts will yield the greatest results. In 2025, consider focusing on strengthening your discipline every day by committing to small, purposeful actions. Set clear, achievable goals for yourself and work toward them with patience and consistency. Practice self-compassion when things don't go as planned and stay committed to your path, even when motivation fades. Recognize that the power to transform your life lies not in occasional bursts of effort, but in the consistency and dedication of your daily actions. Building discipline is about creating habits that support your growth and transformation, even when external circumstances are challenging. The act of showing up each day, regardless of how you feel, is a powerful demonstration of commitment to yourself and your future. In Buddhism, this commitment is seen as an offering to oneself, an act of self-respect and reverence for the potential within you. By cultivating unbreakable discipline, you are honoring your own capacity for growth, and you are actively shaping the person you want to become. As you embark on your journey of building discipline in 2025, remember that the path is not always linear. There will be challenges and setbacks, but each step, no matter how small, is a part of your growth. Discipline is a lifelong practice, one that requires patience, persistence, and kindness toward yourself. But with each day that you commit to your goals, you will find yourself inching closer to the person you are meant to be. In conclusion, discipline is the foundation upon which transformation is built. It is not a one-time effort, but a continuous, gradual practice that requires consistency, patience, and self-compassion. By committing to small, achievable goals and staying true to your intentions, you can build unbreakable discipline that will support your growth and evolution over time. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to the transformation you seek. So, take a deep breath and begin today. With discipline, consistency, and dedication, the possibilities for your life are limitless. 4. Eliminate toxic influences. In Buddhism, one of the core teachings for personal growth and spiritual well-being is the concept of right association. This principle underscores the importance of the people we interact with, the environments we inhabit, and the media we consume. According to Buddhist philosophy, these external influences deeply shape our mental, emotional, and spiritual states. They have the power to either uplift and inspire us or drain our energy and hinder our growth. For those seeking to create a positive and transformative life in 2025, embracing the idea of right association is essential. It involves making conscious choices about the influences in your life, whether people, places, or media, that align with your values, goals, and overall sense of peace. To begin this process of transformation, it's important to first assess the relationships you are currently nurturing. Relationships are a vital part of our lives, and they have a profound effect on our emotional and mental health. Take a moment to reflect on your interactions with those around you. Are there people in your life who bring negativity, stress, or emotional turmoil? These relationships might involve constant drama, unnecessary conflict, or individuals who drain your energy without offering support or positivity in return. In Buddhism, there is a teaching that encourages us to avoid relationships that hinder our growth or disturb our peace of mind. It's not about cutting people off out of anger, but rather recognizing when certain relationships are no longer conducive to your well-being. When we are surrounded by negativity, it becomes difficult to cultivate inner peace and clarity. The Buddha taught that our environment, both internal and external, shapes who we are. By distancing ourselves from individuals who pull us down, we create space for relationships that uplift, inspire, and encourage our growth. It's important to seek out those who promote understanding, kindness, and mutual respect. These are the kinds of relationships that help us evolve, challenge us to be our best selves, and provide support in our moments of need. This process of cultivating right association extends beyond people and includes the environments we place ourselves in. Think about the spaces you occupy, your home, your workplace, or the places you regularly visit. How do these environments make you feel? Do they contribute to a sense of calm and tranquility, or do they leave you feeling stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed? In Buddhism, it is believed that the environment we are in affects the state of our mind. If your surroundings are cluttered, chaotic, or energy-draining, it may be time to take action and create a space that nurtures peace, order, and focus. For example, consider your living space. Is it filled with items that no longer serve you or contribute to your well-being? Is your workspace conducive to productivity and clarity? If the answer is no, it might be worth spending time clearing out the clutter, organizing your space, and creating an environment that supports your mental clarity and emotional well-being. Similarly, take stock of the activities and routines you engage in on a daily basis. Are there habits that don't align with your growth or goals? Whether it's spending too much time on social media, engaging in mindless distractions, or indulging in habits that don't promote your well-being, these are aspects of your environment that need to be reassessed. When we eliminate what no longer serves us and create space for what nurtures us, we invite growth and transformation into our lives. Equally important to right association is the content we consume, particularly the media we interact with. We live in a world saturated with information, much of it negative, fear-based, or driven by competition. News, social media, and entertainment can often flood our minds with stress, negativity, and unhealthy comparisons. It's easy to become overwhelmed by constant stories of disaster, negativity, and conflict. But Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of being mindful of what we allow into our minds. Just as the body needs clean food and water, the mind requires nourishment that supports clarity, positivity, and peace. To create a more balanced life in 2025, consider what kind of media you consume on a daily basis. Are you spending excessive time absorbing negative news or scrolling through social media posts that trigger stress or feelings of inadequacy? If so, it might be time to reevaluate how you engage with these platforms. You don't have to completely disconnect from the world, but you can choose to be more mindful of the content you consume. Replace negative, fear-based content with things that inspire, educate, and nurture your growth. There are countless sources of uplifting and enriching content: books, podcasts, documentaries, and social media accounts that focus on personal development, mindfulness, and positive change. By intentionally curating your media consumption, you support your own peace of mind and personal growth. The process of eliminating toxic influences, whether they are negative people, environments, or media, creates space for positive change. Buddhism teaches that our external world is a reflection of our internal state. When we surround ourselves with uplifting, peaceful influences, we align ourselves with the qualities we wish to cultivate within. As we clear out negativity, we make room for clarity, focus, and joy to enter our lives. By choosing to surround ourselves with right association, we not only create a more peaceful environment, but also build a foundation for personal transformation. In practical terms, eliminating toxic influences means making conscious decisions about where to place your time and energy. It's about intentionally creating an environment, both external and internal, that supports your growth. This includes curating your relationships, organizing your physical spaces, and consuming media that fosters your well-being. In doing so, you create the conditions necessary for peace of mind, spiritual growth, and personal evolution. As you move into 2025, take a moment to evaluate the influences in your life. Which relationships, environments, and media are contributing to your growth, and which are hindering it? Identify areas where you can make changes to cultivate right association in your life. By making small, intentional adjustments, you can begin to create a life that supports your goals and aspirations. As you eliminate toxic influences, you will notice an increased sense of peace, focus, and clarity, helping you move toward a more transformative, fulfilling life. Remember, Buddhism teaches us that the path to a meaningful life is about mindful action. The choices you make today about the people, places, and content you engage with will influence your future well-being. By consciously surrounding yourself with positivity and support, you are laying the foundation for a more peaceful, balanced, and transformative life in 2025 and beyond. 5. Take risks and step out of your comfort zone. Buddhism teaches that true growth occurs when we step beyond the limits of our comfort zones and embrace the unknown. This principle is a core aspect of Buddhist teachings and one that is central to personal transformation. While staying within the familiar feels safe and comforting, it often holds us back from realizing our fullest potential. In Buddhism, we learn that growth happens through change and challenge, and to experience real change, we must be willing to venture into uncharted territory. The familiar can be comfortable, but it is only by stepping into the unknown that we discover new possibilities, expand our awareness, and uncover the depth of our true potential. In 2025, one of the most powerful actions you can take to transform your life is to take risks and embrace the unfamiliar. The idea of risk doesn't necessarily mean making dramatic or life-altering changes. It can be as simple as trying something new that feels outside your usual routine, starting a difficult conversation, or pursuing a goal that has previously seemed intimidating. Taking risks is about pushing past the boundaries of what you know and testing your limits. It is about embracing the discomfort that comes with change and allowing yourself to experience new things that might be scary, but also incredibly rewarding. Buddhism encourages us to embrace uncertainty and challenges with courage. Rather than avoiding challenges out of fear, we are invited to meet them head-on, with an open mind and heart. Fear is one of the greatest obstacles we face in our pursuit of growth, and it often manifests when we become overly attached to specific outcomes or a desire to control every aspect of our lives. In fact, fear is often rooted in the illusion of control, the idea that we must shape our future exactly as we envision it. Buddhism teaches us the practice of non-attachment, which is about releasing our need for a particular outcome and allowing life to unfold naturally. By embracing uncertainty, we let go of the fear that arises from attachment, freeing ourselves to step into the unknown with trust and confidence. When we take risks, we expose ourselves to new experiences that can teach us valuable lessons and lead to personal growth. The Buddha often spoke about the importance of facing life's challenges as a means of awakening to our true nature. Life is filled with uncertainty, and by leaning into this uncertainty, we become more attuned to the present moment, where true transformation occurs. The more we step outside our comfort zone, the more we learn about ourselves and the world around us. Every experience, whether it feels positive or negative in the moment, holds an opportunity for growth. Taking risks helps us develop self-awareness and opens our eyes to new possibilities that we may not have considered before. As we step out of our comfort zone, we begin to overcome fear, one of the most significant barriers to change. Fear often arises when we feel that we cannot control the outcome of a situation. We might fear failure, rejection, or making mistakes. But Buddhism teaches us that life is inherently uncertain and unpredictable, and trying to control every outcome is not only impossible, but also unnecessary. Through the practice of non-attachment, we learn to embrace the flow of life, knowing that even when things don't go according to plan, there is value in the experience itself. When we take risks, we also take the opportunity to release our attachment to specific outcomes and instead focus on the process itself. We begin to see that growth is not about perfection or success, but about learning from each moment, regardless of how it turns out. Taking risks is also a way of developing resilience. In Buddhism, resilience is not about avoiding pain or suffering, but about cultivating the ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and composure. Life will always bring unexpected difficulties, and our ability to face them with courage and mindfulness is what truly defines our strength. When we take risks, we expose ourselves to new challenges, and through these challenges, we develop the mental and emotional resilience needed to weather life's storms. Each risk taken, whether it leads to success or failure, strengthens our ability to adapt and respond to whatever life throws our way. It builds our inner fortitude and our capacity to remain centered in the midst of uncertainty. In the context of Buddhist philosophy, resilience is deeply tied to the concept of equanimity, the ability to maintain a calm and balanced mind in all circumstances. By stepping outside our comfort zone and facing challenges head-on, we practice equanimity, learning to remain composed and open in the face of adversity. Rather than reacting to challenges with fear, frustration, or resistance, we respond with openness, curiosity, and acceptance. This doesn't mean we don't feel discomfort, but it means we are no longer controlled by it. we begin to develop a greater sense of inner peace, knowing that we can handle whatever comes our way. One of the key teachings of Buddhism is that life is impermanent and ever-changing. This principle highlights the importance of embracing the unknown and being adaptable in the face of change. We cannot control everything in life, but we can choose how we respond to it. By taking risks, we learn to live with the impermanence of life, accepting that change is inevitable and that each moment holds an opportunity for growth. The more we embrace uncertainty, the more we learn to flow with life's natural rhythms instead of resisting or avoiding them. In 2025, make a conscious decision to take risks, to step outside your comfort zone, and to embrace uncertainty as an essential part of your journey. The unknown can be intimidating, but it is also where the magic happens. Each new experience, no matter how small, offers an opportunity for self-discovery, growth, and transformation. The fear you feel in the face of risk is not something to avoid, but something to move through with mindfulness and courage. By doing so, you will not only strengthen your resilience, but also deepen your connection to your true self. The process of stepping outside your comfort zone also invites you to cultivate a sense of trust in life. When we take risks, we are acknowledging that we do not have all the answers and that life will unfold in its own way. Buddhism teaches us to trust in the unfolding of life, knowing that even in moments of uncertainty, there is wisdom to be gained. Taking risks requires faith in yourself, in the process, and in the idea that you are exactly where you need to be. When you trust in this process, you let go of the need to control the outcome and allow yourself to be fully present in each moment. So, in 2025, push yourself to take risks. Whether it's making a decision that scares you, starting something new, or challenging yourself in an area you've avoided, take that first step into the unknown. Trust in the process, embrace the discomfort, and allow yourself to grow through each experience. Know that by taking risks, you are not only building your resilience, but also embracing the transformative power of change. Ultimately, the unknown is where true growth lies. By stepping beyond your comfort zone, you open the door to new opportunities, new experiences, and new perspectives. You begin to break free from the old patterns and limitations that have held you back, and you unlock the potential for a life that is richer, more vibrant, and more fulfilling. So, embrace the unknown, take risks, and trust in the wisdom of the journey. In doing so, you will discover a depth of strength, resilience, and growth that you never imagined possible. 6. Invest in yourself. In Buddhism, the pursuit of self-care and personal development is seen as an essential part of living a meaningful and balanced life. Far from being merely a modern trend, these concepts are deeply embedded in Buddhist philosophy, which teaches that we must nurture our mind, body, and spirit to live fully and harmoniously. Investing in yourself goes beyond the external. It's not just about material wealth, success, or appearances. True self-investment encompasses a holistic approach to well-being, one that touches every aspect of your being. By dedicating time and energy to your own growth, health, and happiness, you ultimately become a better, more grounded person, ready to contribute positively to the world around you. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it's easy to forget that self-care isn't just about pampering yourself every now and then. It's about making a consistent and conscious effort to prioritize your health, growth, and well-being. The Buddha himself taught that our journey toward enlightenment requires attention to all facets of our lives. It's a path that nurtures not only our spiritual development, but also our physical and emotional well-being. When we care for ourselves in a balanced way, we create the foundation for a meaningful and fulfilling life, one that is rooted in both wisdom and compassion. One of the first ways to invest in yourself is by dedicating time and resources to practices that nourish and enhance your mind. In Buddhism, wisdom, prajna, is considered one of the highest virtues. It's through wisdom that we learn to see the world clearly, to understand our true nature, and to develop the compassion and insight needed to live harmoniously. But wisdom doesn't come from just a passive state of being. It comes from active learning, reflection, and practice. Start by reading books, attending workshops, and taking courses that expand your understanding of the world and your own potential. Education and self-reflection are two of the best tools we have for personal growth. The more you immerse yourself in learning, whether through formal education or informal self-study, the more wisdom you gain and the better equipped you become to navigate the challenges of life with clarity and confidence. Buddhism teaches us that learning is an ongoing process, and it's never too late to start investing in your mind. The pursuit of knowledge, especially when it is aligned with your values, gives you the tools to grow and evolve. Whether it's expanding your understanding of Buddhism, learning a new skill, or deepening your practice in an area of interest, every step you take toward expanding your mind brings you closer to becoming the best version of yourself. Buddhism also emphasizes the importance of mindfulness and self-reflection. The act of reflecting on our thoughts and actions helps us become more self-aware, allowing us to understand our tendencies and behaviors more clearly. Through practices like meditation and journaling, you can learn to connect with your inner self and gain deeper insights into your mind and emotions. Self-reflection helps you understand where you are in life, where you want to go, and how to overcome the obstacles that stand in your way. By investing time in introspection, you sharpen your ability to make thoughtful, conscious decisions that align with your true desires and purpose. Along with mental growth, investing in your physical health is just as essential. In Buddhism, the body is seen as a temple, and it is treated with respect and care. The Buddha's teachings highlight the importance of maintaining a healthy body as a means to support spiritual and emotional growth. After all, a clear and balanced mind cannot function well in a body that is neglected or unhealthy. To live a fulfilling life, it's vital that we nurture both our body and our spirit. Investing in your physical health doesn't mean obsessing over your appearance or constantly striving for perfection. It's about treating your body. It's about treating your body with the same compassion and care that you would show to a loved one. Prioritize regular exercise, nourishing foods, and adequate rest. Exercise doesn't have to be intense or strenuous. It can be as simple as taking a walk, practicing yoga, or engaging in mindful movement. When your body feels good, it becomes easier to focus, stay disciplined, and maintain the energy needed to work toward your goals. Physical health directly influences your ability to maintain mental clarity, emotional balance, and overall well-being. Eating nourishing foods is also a crucial aspect of self-care. In Buddhism, food is seen as a source of energy for the body, and we are encouraged to eat mindfully, choosing foods that are wholesome and supportive of our health. A balanced diet contributes to a sense of vitality and helps maintain the physical energy required to pursue our goals. Rest is just as important as exercise and nutrition. A good night's sleep is essential for cognitive function, emotional regulation, and physical restoration. Without proper rest, it becomes harder to maintain the discipline, focus, and energy required for personal growth. Emotional and mental well-being are equally important. In Buddhism, inner peace is considered a central goal. We are encouraged to cultivate a balanced and centered mind, which can only be achieved through mindfulness, meditation, and self-compassion. The practice of mindfulness helps us stay present in the moment, reducing stress and enhancing our ability to navigate challenges with equanimity. By becoming more aware of our thoughts, emotions, and reactions, we can respond to life's ups and downs with greater calmness and resilience. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for nurturing mental and emotional well-being. Regular meditation practice helps calm the mind, reduce stress, and increase emotional awareness. It also cultivates compassion, both for oneself and others. By dedicating time each day to meditation, you are investing in your emotional health and creating a sense of inner peace that supports your overall growth. Similarly, journaling is another tool that can help you stay connected to your inner self. Writing about your thoughts, feelings, and experiences allows you to process emotions, clarify your goals, and track your progress. In Buddhism, the idea of equanimity, the ability to remain balanced and undisturbed in the face of life's challenges, is central to emotional well-being. By investing in your mental health, you cultivate a greater capacity for emotional resilience and self-regulation. The more time you dedicate to practices that foster mindfulness, meditation, and self-awareness, the more you strengthen your ability to remain calm and balanced in all situations. This, in turn, supports your growth, helps you make better decisions, and fosters a deeper sense of peace. In 2025, commit to investing in yourself in a way that supports holistic growth, mind, body, and spirit. Personal development is not just about achieving external success or accumulating material wealth. It is about nurturing your inner self, creating a strong foundation for happiness, and contributing to the well-being of others. When you invest in your personal development, you not only improve your own life, but also increase your capacity to positively impact those around you. A person who is centered, healthy, and wise is more able to serve others and make a meaningful difference in the world. As you continue on your path of personal development, remember that growth is a journey, not a destination. By continuously investing in yourself, through education, physical health, emotional well-being, and self-reflection, you build the tools necessary to live a purposeful and fulfilling life. The more you focus on your own growth, the more you will be able to contribute to the world and make a positive impact. Your personal growth is not just for you, but for the greater good of all those around you. In conclusion, self-care and personal development are not just about individual success. They are integral to living a meaningful and compassionate life. By investing in yourself, you create a solid foundation for holistic growth, allowing you to cultivate wisdom, strength, and resilience. Whether through learning, nurturing your body, or fostering mental and emotional balance, each act of self-care supports your journey toward fulfillment. As you enter 2025, make a commitment to invest in your own growth, not only for your own sake, but for the benefit of all those you touch with your presence and actions. The more you invest in yourself, the more you will be able to give to others and create a positive ripple effect that extends far beyond your own life. 7. Manage your time wisely. Time is one of the most precious resources we have. It is often said that time is money, but in reality, time is far more valuable than any material possession. In Buddhism, time is viewed through the lens of impermanence, a core concept that reminds us that every moment is fleeting, and once it passes, it is gone forever. This awareness of impermanence shapes how we view and manage our time. Instead of letting time slip away unnoticed or wasted, we can approach time management as both a practical necessity and a spiritual practice. By becoming mindful of how we spend our time, we can align our daily actions with our deeper values and goals, bringing greater clarity and purpose to our lives. The teachings of Buddhism urge us to recognize that time is one of the few resources we cannot replenish. No matter how much wealth or success we accumulate, We cannot buy more time. This realization is sobering but also empowering. When we understand the true value of time, we are more likely to make intentional choices about how we use it. In 2025, learning to use your time wisely could be one of the most transformative actions you take, both for your personal growth and your spiritual development. Recognizing time as a reflection of priorities. The first step in managing your time effectively is to recognize that how you spend your time reflects what is truly important to you. Buddhism teaches us to be mindful of our actions, thoughts, and behaviors because they reveal the state of our minds. Similarly, how we spend our time is a direct reflection of where we place our focus and energy. If we want to achieve something meaningful, we need to be intentional about where we direct our attention. The distractions of modern life make it easy to waste time on activities that don't bring us closer to our goals. Social media, endless emails, and the demands of daily responsibilities can pull us away from our true priorities. But if we are to live a life of purpose and fulfillment, we must learn to manage our time with intention. Buddhism teaches that mindfulness is not just about being present in the moment, but also about being aware of where our attention is directed. When we consciously choose where to place our focus, we ensure that our time is invested in what truly matters. Ask yourself, are your daily actions aligned with your values and goals? Do the activities you engage in reflect your deepest priorities? By becoming more conscious of your time and your habits, you can start making deliberate choices about how you spend your days. This mindfulness will help you reclaim your time and create space for the things that truly nourish and support your growth. Creating a structured routine. One of the best ways to manage time wisely is by creating a daily routine. A structured routine helps you prioritize important tasks and minimize distractions, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. In Buddhism, routine is seen as an important element of spiritual discipline. Just as the Buddha himself practiced daily routines to cultivate mindfulness, meditation, and wisdom, we too can benefit from incorporating regular practices into our lives. When you have a well-structured routine, you can allocate time for different areas of your life: work, personal growth, self-care, and relationships, without feeling overwhelmed. A balanced routine helps you avoid the trap of procrastination, where time slips away because you don't know where to begin. Instead of reacting to the demands of the day as they arise, a routine allows you to approach each task with a clear sense of purpose. To begin, set aside time each day for essential activities like meditation, exercise, work, and self-care. By making time for these things, you are not only taking care of your body and mind, but you are also giving your goals and values the time they deserve. As you plan your day around what matters most, you will find that you use your time more efficiently, leading to greater productivity and fulfillment. Learning to say no. Another key principle in managing your time wisely is learning to say no. Buddhism teaches us the importance of non-attachment, which includes not overcommitting ourselves to obligations that don't align with our true goals and values. It's easy to fall into the trap of saying yes to everything, whether out of a desire to please others or fear of missing out. But this can lead to burnout, stress, and a sense of being overwhelmed as we stretch ourselves too thin and fail to make time for what really matters. Time, like energy, is a limited resource. It's important to recognize that your time is valuable, and that sometimes the best way to show self-care is by saying no. By declining requests or activities that don't contribute to your personal growth or goals, you create space for the things that truly matter. This is a powerful act of self-respect, as it reinforces your commitment to your own values and well-being. Buddhism teaches us to let go of attachment to the opinions of others and to make decisions that are in alignment with our true purpose. Saying no doesn't mean being rude or selfish. It means recognizing your boundaries and ensuring that you are directing your time and energy toward what is most meaningful. By learning to say no with kindness and clarity, you create more space for the things that contribute to your personal and spiritual growth. Avoiding multitasking and practicing focus. In today's fast-paced world, multitasking is often seen as a sign of efficiency. However, Buddhism encourages us to focus on one thing at a time, fully engaging in the task before us. Multitasking may seem productive, but it often leads to stress, decreased quality of work, and a scattered mind. When we try to juggle multiple tasks at once, we lose the ability to be fully present in any one activity. This can leave us feeling unfulfilled and disconnected from the present moment. Instead of multitasking, practice single-tasking by focusing on one task at a time. When you give your full attention to what you're doing, whether it's writing, working, or even having a conversation, you are able to perform at your best and experience the richness of each moment. This is an essential part of mindfulness practice, engaging fully with the present moment without distraction. Single-tasking not only improves the quality of your work, but also enhances your sense of peace and presence. When you stay focused on one thing, you will find that time is used more effectively and that you feel more connected to the process. Reflection and adjustment. Finally, managing your time wisely involves regular reflection and adjustment. Buddhism teaches us the importance of self-awareness and self-reflection in our spiritual practice. At the end of each day or week, take a moment to reflect on how you've spent your time. Are you moving closer to your goals? Have you made time for self-care and rest? Are your actions aligned with your values? Reflection allows you to assess whether you are living with intention or simply reacting to the demands of life. If you find that you've spent too much time on distractions or non-essential activities, take the opportunity to adjust your routine. The act of reflection is an important part of mindfulness. It helps you stay grounded in the present moment and ensures that your time is spent in alignment with your greater purpose. By regularly reflecting on how you use your time, you can ensure that you are consistently moving toward your goals and living a life of balance and intention. Remember, time is a precious gift, and how you choose to spend it determines the quality of your life. Embracing time management for personal and spiritual growth. In 2025, embrace the power of time management as a tool for both personal and spiritual growth. Time management is not just about getting more done or being more efficient. It's about living a life of purpose, mindfulness, and intentionality. By becoming more conscious of how you use your time, you'll find that your days become more purposeful, your goals more attainable, and your overall well-being more balanced. Time is a resource that can't be reclaimed once it's gone, so it's important to use it wisely. When you manage your time in alignment with your values, you create the conditions for personal growth, self-care, and spiritual fulfillment. You learn to prioritize what truly matters and let go of distractions that no longer serve your purpose. By practicing mindfulness in how you use your time, you invite a deeper sense of peace, balance, and clarity into your life. Ultimately, time is a precious gift, one that can lead to lasting transformation if we choose to spend it wisely. Embrace time management as a tool for both practical and spiritual growth. Use it to align your actions with your values, to nurture your well-being, and to contribute more fully to the world around you. When you make time for what truly matters, you will find that your life becomes more purposeful, fulfilling, and deeply connected to your true self. 8. Develop a growth mindset. In Buddhism, The concept of impermanence is central to understanding not just the external world, but also the internal world, the mind, our abilities, and our potential for growth. Impermanence teaches us that nothing in life, including our circumstances and personal capabilities, is fixed. Everything is in a state of constant change and evolution, which includes our minds and abilities. This is where the idea of a growth mindset becomes particularly significant. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed and cultivated over time through effort, perseverance, and learning. It is a powerful concept that aligns perfectly with Buddhist philosophy, and in 2025, embracing this mindset can lead to profound transformation in your personal and spiritual growth. A growth mindset is one that recognizes that no matter where you start, you have the potential to grow, evolve, and develop new skills. Rather than seeing your abilities as fixed or unchangeable, a growth mindset views challenges as opportunities to learn and improve. This approach fosters resilience and perseverance, two essential qualities that Buddhism encourages us to develop as we journey through life. By embracing the notion that growth is possible at any stage in life, you can face obstacles with confidence, understanding that each challenge is a chance to expand your mind and deepen your capabilities. Shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. One of the first steps toward cultivating a growth mindset is to shift away from a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is the belief that our abilities, intelligence, and talents are predetermined and unchangeable. In this mindset, failure can feel like a reflection of your inadequacy rather than an opportunity for growth. In contrast, a growth mindset fosters the belief that through effort and learning, anyone can develop and improve in any area of life. To make this shift, start by recognizing where you may be holding on to limiting beliefs about yourself. Perhaps you've told yourself that you're just not good at certain things, or that there are areas of your life where improvement is impossible. Buddhism teaches us that these beliefs are simply stories we tell ourselves, stories shaped by past experiences, societal conditioning, or self-doubt. Just as a seed has the potential to grow into a mighty tree with the right care and attention, your mind too has the ability to evolve and expand. One way to shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset is by actively embracing the idea that challenges are opportunities to grow. Instead of shying away from difficulty, recognize that each challenge is an essential part of the learning process. Buddhist philosophy emphasizes the importance of embracing difficulties as part of the human experience. The Buddha taught that suffering is inevitable, but how we respond to it is what shapes our growth. By facing challenges with the mindset that they are opportunities for personal development, you begin to unlock your true potential. Embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. In Buddhism, the concept of dukkha, suffering, is foundational. The Buddha taught that suffering is part of life, but it is through facing and transcending suffering that we grow and move toward enlightenment. Similarly, a growth mindset invites you to view challenges and difficulties as integral to your personal development. Rather than avoiding discomfort, approach it with curiosity and openness, understanding that it is through adversity that we cultivate resilience and strength. To develop this mindset, actively seek out challenges that will push you outside your comfort zone. This might involve taking on tasks that seem daunting, trying something new, or stepping into unfamiliar territory. The Buddha often spoke about the importance of being present in the moment and accepting the impermanence of each situation. By facing challenges head-on, you build resilience, develop problem-solving skills, and increase your capacity to learn from experience. Each obstacle becomes a stepping stone to greater wisdom, much like a plant that grows stronger when exposed to the wind. Rather than feeling defeated by setbacks, practice seeing them as part of the process. When you face a challenge, remind yourself that it is not a reflection of your inability, but rather a temporary situation that you have the power to overcome. Each failure or difficulty is an opportunity to refine your approach and learn something new. In Buddhism, the concept of right effort is crucial to spiritual practice. It encourages us to apply persistent effort, with a clear mind, toward cultivating positive qualities and overcoming obstacles. This same principle can be applied to developing a growth mindset. By making consistent, mindful effort to learn from every experience, you create a pathway toward progress and transformation. The role of humility and learning from others. Another key aspect of developing a growth mindset is the willingness to learn from others. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of humility and openness, especially when it comes to learning from the wisdom of others. No matter how far along we are in our personal journey, there is always more to learn, and there is always someone who can teach us something valuable. In the context of a growth mindset, this means seeking out teachers, mentors, and individuals who inspire and challenge you. Surround yourself with people who encourage your growth and who can offer insights and feedback that will help you improve. Don't be afraid to ask questions or seek guidance from others. Whether it's a formal teacher, a friend, or someone with more experience, learning from others is a powerful way to accelerate your growth and expand your perspective. Buddhism teaches that all beings are interconnected and wisdom can be found in many forms. Being humble enough to learn from a variety of sources, whether it's through teachers, books, experiences, or even struggles, allows you to continuously expand your knowledge and deepen your understanding. A growth mindset encourages you to remain open to new ideas and perspectives, understanding that learning is a lifelong endeavor. The importance of reflection in personal growth. In Buddhism, self-awareness and mindfulness are fundamental to understanding our thoughts and behaviors. To develop a growth mindset, it is essential to regularly reflect on your progress and actions. Reflection helps you become aware of the areas in your life where growth is possible and where you may be holding yourself back. Take time each day or week to reflect on your experiences. Ask yourself questions like, what challenges did I face this week, and how did I handle them? What did I learn from these experiences? What steps can I take to improve going forward? Through this process of self-reflection, you become more aware of limiting beliefs or behaviors that may be holding you back. It is through this awareness that you can shift your mindset and take action toward growth. Reflection also helps you celebrate the small victories and progress you've made. Growth doesn't always happen in large, dramatic leaps. It often occurs in incremental steps. By acknowledging and appreciating the small improvements, you reinforce your commitment to continuous learning and growth. This practice of self-reflection helps you stay grounded and focused on your goals, while also allowing you to adapt and adjust as needed. Patience and compassion on the journey of growth. The key to developing a growth mindset is also to practice patience with yourself. Growth is not an overnight process. It takes time, effort, and dedication. Buddhism teaches us the value of patience, particularly when it comes to our own personal transformation. It's easy to become frustrated when progress feels slow or when setbacks occur, but understanding that growth is a gradual process allows you to remain patient with yourself. In Buddhism, self-compassion is an essential practice. Just as we show kindness and understanding toward others, we must also extend this compassion to ourselves. Understand that setbacks and challenges are a natural part of the journey. Rather than criticizing yourself for mistakes or failures, Treat yourself with the same kindness that you would offer to a dear friend. With this mindset, you are able to maintain a sense of peace and calm as you work toward your goals. Transformation is not always linear. There will be moments of progress as well as moments of struggle. But with a growth mindset, you can approach each step with patience, recognizing that every experience, whether positive or negative, is part of the process. With time, consistency, and self-compassion, you will find that you are able to achieve more than you ever thought possible, embracing a growth mindset in 2025. In 2025, commit to cultivating a growth mindset in all areas of your life. Embrace challenges, learn from others, and practice patience as you work toward your goals. By developing this mindset, you will discover that not only are you more capable of achieving your aspirations, but you will also develop a deeper understanding of yourself and your potential. A growth mindset is a powerful tool for transformation, both personally and spiritually. It opens the door to new opportunities, increases your resilience, and helps you approach life with curiosity and openness. With a growth mindset, the possibilities for your life are truly endless. So, in 2025, embrace the journey of growth, knowing that every step forward brings you closer to becoming the best version of yourself. Through effort, perseverance, and learning, you will unlock your true potential and transform your life in ways you never imagined possible. 9. Stay consistent and patient. One of the most profound and transformative teachings in Buddhism is the concept of patience, a quality that is crucial not just for spiritual growth, but for personal development as well. Patience, in this context, refers to patience with ourselves, with others, and with the natural rhythms of life. Transformation, whether it be of the mind, body, or spirit, is not an instantaneous event. Instead, it is a gradual process that requires consistency, steady effort, and trust in the journey. This principle is essential for anyone seeking lasting change, whether in their personal development, their career, or their relationships. In Buddhism, the path to enlightenment is not a quick or easy one. It is built over time through consistent practice, reflection, and growth. The same applies to any transformation in life. Patience and consistency are the pillars upon which long-lasting change is built. In 2025, if you are committed to transforming your life, consistency and patience will become your greatest allies. Often we want quick results. We expect our efforts to be immediately rewarded and for change to happen overnight. But true transformation is never an event. It is a process that unfolds slowly, step by step. By adopting the Buddhist teachings on patience and consistency, we can develop a more realistic and compassionate approach to personal growth. Transformation happens not in bursts of extraordinary effort, but in the steady, ongoing actions that we take every single day. Consistency, the foundation for lasting change. In Buddhism, the concept of sila, moral discipline, speaks to the importance of consistent actions. Whether you are trying to build a new habit, learn a new skill, or pursue a long-term goal, success does not come from doing something extraordinary just once. It comes from doing the ordinary things day in and day out, with dedication and perseverance. Consistency is the foundation of lasting change, and Buddhism teaches us that even the most massive accomplishments are the result of small, continuous steps over time. One of the Buddha's teachings compares the process of transformation to the growth of a tree. He tells us that even the mightiest tree starts as a tiny seed, and it takes time, care, and nurturing for that seed to grow into something strong and beautiful. Similarly, every small action you take toward your goals, whether it's meditating for 10 minutes a day, writing a few lines of your book, or exercising for 20 minutes, contributes to the greater transformation you desire. These small steps may seem insignificant at first, but over time, they build a solid foundation for lasting change. To cultivate consistency in your life, it is important to create routines and practices that support your goals. This doesn't mean rigidly following a schedule that feels stifling, but rather developing habits that help you stay on track without becoming overwhelmed. In Buddhism, mindfulness is key to this process. Mindfulness is the practice of staying present and focused on the task at hand, without allowing distractions or wandering thoughts to pull you away. Whether it's your work, personal growth, or relationships, being mindful of how you spend your time and energy helps you stay committed to your path. The power of habits. Consistency is not just about discipline, it's also about building habits. Habits are the small, everyday actions that, over time, become second nature. Once a habit is formed, it becomes much easier to continue, even on days when motivation is low. In Buddhism, we are encouraged to practice positive habits, whether it's mindfulness, meditation, or acts of kindness, as a way of cultivating our own well-being and contributing positively to the world around us. When you consistently practice something, whether it's a new habit, a new skill, or personal growth, you begin to develop a sense of ease with the process. It's no longer a battle to get started every day. The practice becomes part of who you are. The more you engage in positive habits, the more they become ingrained in your daily routine, and the more natural they feel. But as Buddhism reminds us, consistency alone is not enough. Patience is equally essential. While consistency helps you take steady action toward your goals, patience teaches you to trust the process and remain calm when progress is slow. Transformation is not an overnight occurrence. It often takes months or even years before the results of your efforts become fully visible. This is where patience comes into play. Patience. Trusting the process. In Buddhism, patience is a key virtue. It is not just about enduring difficulty, but about accepting the natural course of events and trusting that growth happens in its own time. Patience allows you to move forward without frustration or disappointment when things don't happen as quickly as you would like. Just as a plant doesn't grow from seed to full bloom in a single day, neither will your personal growth happen in an instant. Buddhism teaches us that everything has its natural course and timing. The Buddha's teachings on anicca, impermanence, remind us that life is constantly changing, and with that change comes the need for patience. When you plant a seed, you do not expect it to grow into a tree within hours. Similarly, personal growth, skill development, and life changes require time. Trusting the process and giving yourself the grace to rest, fail, and start over when necessary is an essential part of growth. It's easy to become discouraged when results don't appear as quickly as we hope. In today's world of instant gratification, waiting for progress can feel uncomfortable, but Buddhism teaches us that growth is often slow and unseen at first. Sometimes, even when we don't see immediate results, the small actions we are taking are building a strong foundation for future success. Each effort, no matter how small, contributes to your transformation, even if the results are not immediately visible. Patience teaches you to trust that progress is happening, even when it feels invisible. Learning to enjoy the process. One of the most important aspects of cultivating patience is learning to enjoy the process, not just focusing on the end result. In Buddhism, this is referred to as right effort, one of the key components of the Noble Eightfold Path. Right effort emphasizes the importance of finding joy in the work itself, rather than fixating only on the outcome. When you learn to appreciate the journey of growth, consistency becomes easier, because it is no longer just about reaching a goal. It's about the fulfillment you gain from the practice itself. For example, When practicing meditation, you may not see immediate results in terms of peace or clarity. However, each session contributes to a deeper sense of mindfulness and awareness. The act of sitting and being present is rewarding in itself, even if the ultimate outcome is not immediately apparent. This mindset can be applied to any area of life. Whether it's learning a new skill, working on a project, or improving a relationship, the practice itself becomes its own reward. When you learn to enjoy the process, it takes the pressure off the goal itself. You begin to appreciate the small victories and the lessons learned along the way. Even when the results are slow to materialize, you find satisfaction in the effort itself, which makes it easier to continue. This shift in perspective is crucial to cultivating both patience and consistency. The importance of compassion in the process. Another essential aspect of patience is compassion, particularly self-compassion. Transformation takes time, and setbacks are inevitable along the way. Buddhism encourages us to be gentle with ourselves, especially during times when progress seems slow or when we encounter difficulties. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with kindness and understanding, recognizing that growth is not always linear, and that mistakes or failures are part of the process. Being kind to yourself during times of difficulty helps you avoid self-criticism, which can be a significant barrier to growth. Instead of berating yourself for not being perfect, approach each setback with curiosity. What can you learn from this? What might you do differently next time? By approaching setbacks with self-compassion, you create space for learning, growth, and ultimately, success. Celebrating small wins and progress. As you move through the process of transformation, it's important to celebrate small wins along the way. Buddhism teaches that every moment is an opportunity to reflect and practice mindfulness. When you acknowledge and appreciate the progress you've made, no matter how small, you reinforce your commitment to your goals. This celebration of progress helps keep you motivated and reminds you that growth is happening, even if it's not immediately visible in the way you expect. By celebrating small wins, you build momentum and stay connected to the joy of the process. The more you practice patience and consistency, the more you will see positive changes in your life, changes that are sustainable and meaningful because they have been built slowly and thoughtfully over time. Transformation in 2025, a lifelong journey. In 2025, remember that transformation is not a one-time event, it's a lifelong journey. The consistency and patience you cultivate now will lay the foundation for lasting change. As you practice patience with yourself and remain consistent in your efforts, you will find that your life begins to reflect the transformation you desire. Trust in the process and know that every effort, no matter how small, contributes to your ultimate transformation. Just like the lotus that grows through the mud, your consistent, patient efforts will lead you to a life of beauty, peace, and fulfillment. The journey may take time, but with patience, consistency, and compassion, you will find that the rewards are worth the wait. Patience is the art of allowing life to unfold in its own time, and consistency is the process of showing up for yourself every day, regardless of how long it takes. Together, these two qualities form the foundation for meaningful and lasting transformation. In 2025, trust the journey, embrace the practice, and know that every step forward is a step toward your ultimate potential. 10. Practice daily gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful and transformative practice, one that can significantly enhance both our mental and spiritual well-being. In Buddhism, gratitude is deeply connected to the teachings on mindfulness and contentment. It is about recognizing the blessings we already have, both big and small, and shifting our focus away from what's lacking to what's abundant in our lives. Gratitude is not just about being thankful for the good things in our lives, but also about cultivating an attitude of mindfulness toward the present moment and appreciating the many gifts that come our way. The simple practice of gratitude can lead to profound shifts in our mental state, helping us experience greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. It is one of the most accessible and impactful ways to create transformation in your life. In 2025, developing a consistent gratitude practice can be one of the most powerful tools you have for personal growth. By making gratitude an integral part of your daily life, you can begin to transform the way you see the world, turning ordinary moments into opportunities for joy and reflection. This practice, while simple, has the potential to bring about lasting change. It can change the way you relate to your surroundings, to others, and to yourself. Gratitude can deepen your relationships, enhance your overall sense of well-being, and help you live more fully in the present moment. The essence of gratitude in Buddhism. Buddhism teaches that life is fleeting and that everything, including our circumstances, is in a constant state of change. This perspective encourages us to embrace gratitude as a way to connect more deeply with the present moment. In Buddhism, we are reminded to focus on the impermanence of life, our time, health, relationships, and all that we hold dear. Through this lens, gratitude becomes not just a reaction to good fortune, but a mindset that helps us recognize and appreciate the blessings that we often overlook. One of the core teachings in Buddhism is mindfulness, which involves being fully present in the here and now. Practicing gratitude connects deeply with mindfulness, as it encourages us to stay present and acknowledge the blessings we often take for granted. Whether it's the warmth of the sun on your face, the comfort of a cup of tea, or the support of a friend, each moment is an opportunity to recognize something to be grateful for. The Buddha taught that true contentment arises from cultivating a mindset of appreciation and gratitude. When we are grateful for what we have, we release the constant craving for more, and we begin to understand that what we already have is enough. By practicing gratitude, we create an internal environment of contentment, which leads to a deeper sense of peace and well-being. Gratitude, then, is not merely a passive feeling, but an active practice that helps us connect with the present moment, fostering a sense of completeness and fulfillment. Cultivating a daily gratitude practice. The practice of gratitude can be integrated into your life in many ways, but the most powerful and transformative method is by making it a daily practice. Start by setting aside a few minutes each morning or evening to reflect on the things you are grateful for. This could be done during your meditation, before bed, or as you begin your day. Gratitude can be practiced anywhere, at any time. Its simplicity makes it accessible to anyone, no matter how busy life may seem. Each day, take a moment to acknowledge the blessings around you. This doesn't need to be a lengthy or complicated process. You might simply think of 3 things you are grateful for: your health, your family, your job, or the beauty of nature. Sometimes it's the small things that can bring the most joy: a kind word from a friend, a quiet moment of reflection, or the simple act of being alive. These everyday blessings, if recognized and appreciated, can provide an immense sense of peace. Buddhism teaches that every moment is an opportunity for gratitude. When you begin to acknowledge and reflect on these small gifts, your heart opens to the beauty and abundance of the world. The more you practice noticing these moments, the more you begin to see the richness and abundance that is already present in your life. By developing this awareness, you cultivate a deeper connection with the present moment, allowing gratitude to transform your experience of daily life. Expressing gratitude, a form of generosity. In Buddhism, Generosity, Dana, is an essential practice, and expressing gratitude is a powerful form of generosity. Gratitude is not only about feeling thankful, but also about expressing that thanks to others. This expression of gratitude can take many forms: writing a note to someone, verbally expressing thanks, or simply offering a small gesture of kindness to someone who has helped you. When you express gratitude, you deepen your connection with others, uplifting both yourself and those around you. The act of expressing gratitude strengthens relationships. When we offer sincere thanks, it fosters trust, deepens bonds, and reminds others that their efforts are appreciated. In Buddhism, it is taught that through acts of generosity and kindness, we create positive karmic connections that not only benefit others, but also enrich our own lives. Practicing gratitude can build these kinds of meaningful connections, leading to greater happiness and satisfaction for all involved. In addition, expressing gratitude can lead to a deeper sense of interconnection with the world around us. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles and successes. We are supported by the kindness and efforts of others. When we take time to express our gratitude, we acknowledge this support, which reinforces our sense of belonging and interconnectedness with others. Shifting from scarcity to abundance. One of the most profound impacts of practicing gratitude is its ability to shift our mindset from scarcity to abundance. In today's world, it's easy to focus on what we lack, whether it's material possessions, recognition, or opportunities. However, when we train our minds to look for the positives in our lives, we begin to realize that there is far more to be thankful for than we may have initially thought. Gratitude helps break the cycle of comparison and desire. It reminds us that we are enough as we are. We often measure our worth by what we don't have, but gratitude allows us to see the abundance that already surrounds us. In Buddhism, the practice of mudita, or sympathetic joy, teaches us to rejoice in the success and happiness of others, which is another aspect of shifting from scarcity to abundance. When we are grateful for what we have and what others have, we stop focusing on what's missing and instead celebrate the richness of life as it is. When you practice gratitude, you begin to see that there is always something to be thankful for. Even in difficult times, there are blessings hidden within the challenge. Gratitude encourages us to shift our attention away from what we don't have and instead focuses on what we do. This simple shift can lead to a profound transformation in the way we experience life. As you begin to appreciate the small things, the warmth of a meal, the kindness of a stranger, the beauty of nature, you find that your life feels richer, more meaningful, and more fulfilled. Grounding yourself in the present moment. Another powerful aspect of gratitude is its ability to ground you in the present moment. In Buddhism, mindfulness is the practice of being fully aware of the present moment, without distraction or judgment. Gratitude enhances mindfulness by helping you become more aware of the blessings around you, connecting you deeply with the present. When you express gratitude, you are actively participating in the present moment. You are acknowledging what is good in your life right now, rather than worrying about what's lacking or what's to come. This practice helps you let go of the tendency to constantly compare yourself to others or to worry about the future. It brings you into alignment with the present, helping you appreciate life as it is, without the constant desire for more. This grounding effect of gratitude helps to reduce stress and anxiety as it fosters acceptance of the present moment. Instead of wishing for things to be different, gratitude allows you to embrace the here and now. It teaches you to be content with what you have, which leads to greater peace and happiness. Making gratitude a lifelong practice. As you move into 2025, make gratitude a daily practice in your life. Whether it's a quiet moment of reflection in the morning or a loud expression of thanks to someone who has helped you, gratitude is a powerful tool for creating lasting change and inner peace. The more you practice gratitude, the more you will find that your life becomes aligned with peace, joy, and fulfillment. Buddhism teaches that transformation begins with the mind. By shifting your mindset from lack to abundance, from dissatisfaction to contentment, you begin to change your experience of life. Gratitude helps you align your mind with positive, life-affirming thoughts, creating a foundation for lasting transformation. It opens your heart, softens your perspective, and allows you to see the beauty in the world around you. In conclusion, gratitude is a simple yet transformative practice that can bring profound changes to your life. By cultivating a regular gratitude practice, you shift your focus from what's missing to what's abundant. It grounds you in the present moment, strengthens relationships, and fosters a sense of contentment and joy. As you express gratitude, you not only enhance your own well-being, but also uplift others, creating a ripple effect of positivity and connection. In 2025, make gratitude an integral part of your life. By doing so, you will open your heart, shift your mindset, and experience a deeper sense of fulfillment that will transform your life from the inside out. As we come to the end of this transformative journey, let's take a moment to reflect on the 10 powerful rules we've explored together. These rules are not just theoretical ideas, they are actionable steps that, when applied consistently, can lead you to a life of purpose, fulfillment, and peace. Each rule represents a key aspect of personal transformation, whether it's taking responsibility for your actions, cultivating discipline, eliminating toxic influences, embracing a growth mindset, or practicing gratitude. By incorporating these principles into your daily life, you can begin to reshape your reality and move closer to the life you desire in 2025. The beauty of these rules lies in their simplicity and the profound impact they can have when practiced regularly. They are reminders that true transformation doesn't require grand gestures or dramatic changes. It's about consistency, patience, and the willingness to take small, intentional steps each day toward becoming the best version of yourself. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. By embracing these rules, you are choosing to invest in your personal growth, in your well-being, and in your future. Every action you take, no matter how small, contributes to the larger picture of your transformation. One of the most important lessons to keep in mind as you apply these rules is that change takes time. Life transformation is not a quick fix. It's a lifelong journey. But with dedication, consistency, and the courage to embrace challenges, you will find that the life you want is within your reach. Transformation is about growth, and growth is a process. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate the small victories, and trust that every step forward, no matter how minor, is bringing you closer to your true potential.